What's up everybody? Dakota here. And today is another Tutorial Tuesday, I guess because it's Tuesday. It actually is Tuesday today. We'll see if I get this posted by Tuesday. When I said Tutorial Tuesday, nothing happened. Normally when I say Tutorial Tuesday, it like pops up on the screen and says Tutorial Tuesday. But let's give this another go. Ready? Today is Tutorial Tuesday. Tutorial Tuesday. Why isn't this anyone Tutorial Tuesday? Oh, that's right. We got a new intro for these. So let's go ahead and roll that. Let's get into this video, and then at the end you can tell me how bad that joke was. Ready? Let's go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and open up Illustrator. We're going to create an artboard that's 1000 by 1000 pixels. As you can see, that's what I have here. I have these three already made because I'm going to be showing you how we're going to recreate these. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull this artboard out 3 times so we have 3 artboards to work on. We're going to go ahead and start by just making this baseball bat. And as you can tell if we get in here, this is a single path with the stroke being, the width of the stroke changing as we go up and down it to create this baseball bat effect. So we're going to do that same thing down here. We're going to go ahead and grab our line segment tool. We're going to go to the center of the artboard. We're going to hold Option, Shift. We're going to drag out a vertical line. I like it to be even, so let's go ahead and go 600 pixels because that's what we have above. We're going to go ahead and change the stroke to 30 pixels so we get something like that. Now what we're going to do is we want to go over to this menu. We want to pull out the width tool, fly that out. Now we need to go to the bottom of this and we're going to create that little knob at the bottom of the grip. So I want to go right above this anchor point, and I want to go ahead and click, and then I just want to pull out just a little bit. Then I want to go above that, and I want to pull it in. Just a little bit here. So now we have the bottom of the baseball bat already. Look, that is the handle and base of a baseball bat. So now what we need to do is we need to go to the top of it, and we need to make the top wider because a baseball bat gets wider as you go to the top. And so we're just going to go up to this and we're going to go ahead and just pull it out. Now if we zoom out, we have a baseball bat. Look, it's slightly different, but baseball bats are always different shapes. We could replicate this if we wanted to. If I wanted to get exact, it would just, take a little bit of time, and we don't have that. And so now I'm going to show you guys how to make this striped vase or vase with a single path. As you can tell as we get in here, this is also just one single path. And this one's kind of fun. So we're going to go ahead and pull out 600 pixel vertical line as we have done on the previous one. We got it there. We're going to go ahead and go with a 30 pixel so we can see what we're doing. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off this. You might have just saw the trick there. And I want my caps to be straight, and we're looking good there. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to basically pull out this vase shape here. Also kind of like a bowling pin, I guess. And so, as I mentioned, there's a lot of use cases for this. So we're going to pull out the big bottom base part. So I'm going to click on the line, and then I'm going to go ahead and just pull it out to be thicker there. And then we kind of go in here. And then we get like another little bump as we get to the top, right? So we get something like that. Now it's not perfect, don't judge me. It's another base though. I don't know if it would stand up, doesn't have a big enough base, but it happens to the best of us. So we're gonna go ahead and go to our stroke, and the magic with this one is that you basically just change it into a dashed line to get those stripes. And that's a single path. So if we just change that and we go 12 pixel dash, it'll also give us a 12 pixel gap. And we get something like that, which is exactly kind of what we want. And so if we go into stroke here, we can go ahead and change this and go with like a 6 pixel dash and a 6 pixel break in between, which is just more lines. You can just add those in like nothing. Or what we could do is let's do like a 12 pixel dash with a 6 pixel gap. And then we get something like that. And so you can just kind of work with this and get it where you want to with a single path. How cool is that? So lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make this Dharma wheel, or big ship boat steering wheel out of, there's only 3 paths in here, believe it or not. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to hop over to this third artboard and we're going to recreate this Dharma wheel or ship steering wheel. So we're going to go to the center, we're going to go ahead and pull out these 2 circles. Let's go with like 150 from the center, swap our fill and stroke. Let's go object, path, offset path. If you don't use this, you should. It's a very handy tool. So go preview, and what it's basically going to do is it's going to create us a duplicate. It's going to keep the original, create us a duplicate at this larger size. If we swap the fill and stroke, you'll see what just happened. And so now what we can do is we can change the stroke to 30. And so basically we have this inner circle and this outer circle now. And so now what we need to do is we need to create one of these spokes. So if we grab our line segment tool, we hop in here, and we go to the center of the circle and we drag it up. Be as tall as you want. I like it to be even, so I'm gonna go ahead and pin to the bottom here and go 300 tall. So now all these are gonna kind of be the same size here. Grab the width tool, hop in here, and we want to go just below this, and we want to pull out the top of our little Dharma wheel spoke. So if we do a little bit of something like that, and there's no rules here, the Dharma wheel, ship steering wheel could be whatever shape and size you want. It's kind of up to you. This is your wheel, So I'm just making stuff up as we go here. Doesn't need to be perfect because they're all different, to be quite honest with you. So that one looks a little weird at the top. I'm gonna go ahead and grab our width tool, and I'm gonna pinch that in so we get kind of this nice like sharp edge there. And it's not as good as this. I spent some time to get that right, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do it, and we can edit them all at once. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up into Effect, Distort and Transform, open the Transform Effect panel, and we're gonna go ahead and go to the angle, and we need, if you know that you need 8 of them, it's 45 degrees, but if you don't know that, or if you need an odd number, or you don't wanna do math on a calculator, basically what you can do is you can just type in 360 degrees divided by how many you need, and if you go 8 and hit tab, it automatically does the math for you, which is amazing and wonderful. I'm gonna go ahead and pin this to the bottom because we want it to be pinned at this point, not at the center. We want 8 copies of it. And if I hit preview, you're gonna see the magic. Ready? Done. It's duplicated around, but not only that, these aren't their own shape. They're all dependent upon this one. So if we open the width tool again, and we go in here and we wanna tweak one, watch what happens. I can tweak this in, and it tweaks elsewhere. And every single one of them edits because of this one is the main parent. Isn't that amazing? Now, it doesn't look exactly like a Dharma wheel right now because the shape isn't nice, but here's a nicely shaped one, but that's the concept. That's how you do it. So what we used here was the width tool to create all the shapes. We used dash stroke to create the stripes in here, and then we used the Distort and Transform effect to rotate it around and duplicate and use the same path. All right, so that was the video, the tutorial. At least there's still more video because I'm talking right now, so the video's not over, but the tutorial portion of the video is over. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you liked it. If you liked it, like it, subscribe, hit the little notification bell if you want to be notified the next time that I post a video. Hope you're learning something. I know I am, and honestly, that's really all that matters to me, is that I'm learning something, but it's gonna make me feel better if you are too. So let me know if you are. Let me know if you like these, and I'll see you in the next one.